problem we have before us. We have 3 raised to the power 2 into x squared minus 3 times 3 minus 3 to the power of x squared minus 3 multiplied by 3 plus 6 root x minus 18 equals to root x, all multiplying the entire 9 open bracket x squared minus 3 raised to the power square root of x squared minus 3. So this is the problem we have for us. So how do we solve this? So let's go straight to the solution. Okay, now observe that look at each of these terms have x squared to the power of 3, square root of x squared to the power of 3. So let's just say let u equals to x squared minus 3, okay, such that if we do this, let's put this into the equation, then we have 3 raised to the power 2u multiplied by 3 minus 3 raised to the power u multiplied by 3 plus 6 root x minus 18 equals to root x open bracket. Now 9 can be written as 3 to the power of 2, so we can say 3 to the power of 2u, okay, minus 3 to the power of u. Alright, can expand this, okay, and alongside before we expand this, we can also say, okay, now we have 3 raised to the power u almost everywhere, so we can say let's use letter y. Let y equals to 3 to the power of u. Alright, so if we do that, then you will see that this can be rewritten as y to the power of 2, y to the power of 2, okay, multiplying 3 minus y multiplying 3 plus 6 root x minus 18. I'm going to expand this and bring it along the side, and I can make it minus, I'm expanding this, it will be minus root x multiplying y squared, okay, then I'm bringing this here, so to become plus, and expanding it to be root x multiplied by y, everything equals to 0. Okay, now let me just say collect like terms. There are terms that are alike here, like the powers, the ones that have the, like here now we have power 3y squared, and here we have root x y squared. Okay, so we have like terms, so let's bring the like terms together. So this is the same thing as 3y, so I can have 3y squared, okay, minus root x y squared, okay, minus 3y, that's the like term of this, that's plus root xy, okay, then we have 18 unwritten on this, then we have plus 6 root x minus 18, all equals to 0. Now if you a closer look, you see that you can factorize y squared. We can factorize y squared here. We can factorize y squared here. We can factorize y here, and we can factorize 6 here. So this means this can be written as y squared all into bracket 3 minus root x, okay, minus y is also common here, y into bracket minus y here, then we have 3 minus root x also, then plus here we can have 6 into bracket root x minus 3 equals to 0. Now observe that what we have here is like the negative of what we have in brackets here. Okay, it's like the negative of it. So I can also now say let's factorize 3 minus root x all out. Taking note that 3 minus root x can be here, but you can just simply say this is the same thing as negative of 6 into bracket 3 minus root x, okay, equals to 0. Then let's just repeat this for consistency, okay, so that we can be able to visualize it together. Now observe that 3 minus root x is common all through, so we can factorize that out. Then we'll be left with y squared minus y minus 6 equals to 0. Alright, so now from this, for these two terms to be multiplying themselves to be 0, it means it's either 3 root x is 0 or y squared minus y minus 6 is equals to 0. Okay, that makes sense. Then from here we can solve for x and say 3 equals to root x. Alright, then if we square both sides, square both sides. Then 3 squared is equals to root x all squared. Okay, which gives us what? 9 to be equals to x. It just eliminates. Then we can confirm that x is 9. I mean, one of the solution of x is 9. But we can't stop here. We have to still simplify this and calculate x from here. So now let's move on. How do we can factorize? This can easily be factorized. If you observe, you see that the factors are minus 3 and 2, meaning that this can be rewritten as y minus 3 and y plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, then from here, y is 3 or y is minus 2. Now, recall that we assumed y to be 3 raised to power u. So let's bring that back here. So we can say 3 raised to power u is equals to 3, or 3 raised to power u equals minus 2. Obviously, minus 2. Obviously, this cannot be the solution. Okay, we cannot be squaring u. Sorry, this is 3 raised to power u. We cannot be squaring u and getting. We cannot be finding the power of u. That is 3 to the power of u cannot be giving us a negative answer. So let's just strike this out. And from here we have comparing both sides. This can be written as 3 raised to power 1. Then we can say u equals to 1. Now recall our first assumption that we should let u be equals to the root of x squared minus 3. Okay, so what does that tell us? From here now we have 1 to be equals to root x squared minus 1. Okay, we can also square both sides here. If we square both sides, that is 1 squared equals the root of x squared minus 1 all squared. This square eliminates the square root, such that we now have 1 to be equals to x squared minus 1. Okay, so x squared minus 3. X squared minus 3. Sorry, that's my mistake. So from here now we can say 1 plus 3 is equals to x squared. Here where x squared is equals to 4, and hence x is equals to square root of 4. Okay, which is square root of 4, and normally that's supposed to be plus or minus square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. Meaning that the complete solution to this question now is that x can be 9, or x can be minus 2, or x can also be 2. So this gives us the solution to the question that we have before us. So thank you.